said, what up?
What's good?
Come on now. You already know what time it is. We're going live both on Clap Cheeks and TikTok. I mean, clapping. My bad,
Clap
my
Cheeks.
bad.
This is Clap Cheeks.
My bad.
You know what? When I first downloaded Clap Cheeks, I thought it was going to be more of an adult type of live, like some of them other ones be. Like they got one called America's Best or something like that. It's pretty much adult content. Mm-hmm. But this is actually like my type of audience.
Hey, you know what? It's all good. Hey, shout out to the people on Clapper. Shout out to people on TikTok out there supporting the live. Hey, we got love for y'all. Good looking. I'm your boy Adrian, a.k.a. D.
I'm Stubbs.
A.k.a. Mr. Wine with a Line.
Oh, salute to Calico. He just had an event out here, I want to say at Legends downtown. Salute to him and his event. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it. And I couldn't even watch it live. I was so busy that day because I usually pay for the lives to watch live rap battle events if I can't make it in person. But salute.
Also, I didn't know the weekend was also down here the other night, too.
I ain't know. Man, 24th had a lot of stuff popping.
Yeah. Memorial Day weekend, bro. And happy Memorial Day to y'all, too.
Yeah.
Happy Memorial Day, you know.
This episode ain't going to be up on Memorial Day, but it'll be up.
Yeah, it'll be up.
Salute to Alpha League. They got a few events coming up. This is another battle rap league out here. Salute to JBR. I believe they got some events coming up. I haven't seen anything. Bar Wars got some events coming up, and Neighborhood Battle League got some events. Those are the main ones I go to. There's other leagues out here, but those like the ones kind of local.
I can't think any more right now, unless y'all want to go see the Annabelle doll, which is up to you. Hey, just you've been warned.
Oh, this Wednesday is midget wrestling going on at the Token Lounge. I invited him. He don't want to go.
Man,
I might pull up on some solo dolo.
Come on, man. You and this midget wrestling, man. What's
it's just a get out and have fun. It's something to do. It's
all right, one of these days, man. Just not gonna be that.
Just
day.
not this Wednesday.
Just not.
I still don't know if I'm gonna go. I still ain't bought my tickets, but it's just something to do.
Also, you know, we ain't getting paid for this, but I know the last Mission Impossible was out. It's supposed to be the last one. The Tom Cruise.
I ain't been watching the last few of them. Once they had that one where Ving Rhames was kind of really feminine, I was like, I'm done, bro.
Man, I ain't watched Mission Impossible since probably Mission Impossible 2. And that's a long ass time.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah. But what up, though, to y'all? Let's get it popping. I mean, hey, today's the question pulling episode. We about to dive straight into the
probably going to do 5, 10 each and get, nothing beyond 7. 5 or 7 each, get up out of here.
But it's definitely gonna be a good episode. You know how we do. We're just gonna chime in whatever the conversation takes us.
Yep.
So you want to be the first one?
Oh shit.
Hey, we gotta play the theme music.
We don't got to.
My nigga.
Putting the questions, directions, textions, calls. Y'all got any questions? Let us know.
Say, what is your favorite R. Kelly song?
I can answer that.
What?
Bad Man.
I'm a bad man. Yeah. Didn't he have a trench coat in that boy with a cowboy hat?
Yeah, I don't know about the cowboy hat, but that was supposed to be off the Shaft 1 soundtrack.
It was. Yeah, so that's what, he did have a trench coat because it was Shaft.
Yeah.
I think it was a brown trench coat.
No, it's black.
Might have been.
Might be, hey.
Or dark brown, something.
It was some of a darker color. But what's yours?
My favorite R. Kelly song has and most likely will always be When a Woman's Fed Up.
That's a good one.
That one is like, yeah.
Right outside
he was actually speaking to the grown women.
He said, right outside of Chicago, some of the best cooking you ever had.
That's one of his rare songs. He is speaking to the grown women.
Actually, you know what? That's another favorite song by Kells I like. It was on the Ali soundtrack. It's called World's Greatest.
I know that one too.
Yeah. I know.
His whole album, Chocolate Factory, was like a classic album. It was no songs you could skip on that album.
To be real with you, I know we so hell-bent on Ignition Part 2, but Ignition Part 1?
No, Part 2, bro.
Bro, don't sleep on Part 1. Ignition Part 1 was that deal.
2 is better.
Okay, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying.
Fresh out the kitchen.
But here's the thing. I think we listen to that so much, we just automatically forget about Ignition 1.
I mean, 1 is good, but 2
is... I know 2 is that deal.
He had a song called Champion or Champ or something. I can't remember. It was on Chocolate Factory, I want to say. But yeah, he had a bunch of good stuff. And I Believe I Can Fly. Come on, that's the undeniable. And
on top of that, too, look at the writing skills. Like, case in example, that song he made for Maxwell that was on the Life soundtrack. It's called Fortunate.
Yeah. It had to be Fortunate. Yeah.
Fortunate to have.
I did not know. You said that on a previous podcast a few months ago. I didn't know. I always thought that was Maxwell. I didn't think Maxwell was the type of artist who gets songs from other people. Until you said that, then I did my research. I was like, damn, okay.
You'd be surprised. Actually, when you think about it, he wrote half of the Life soundtrack. The other half was written by Wyclef.
Man, that's why he's going to get checks forever. That's why they want that catalog.
Yeah.
Anybody getting residuals forever or for a long time, they want that catalog.
Yeah, but R. Kelly, I think I can't think any. I mean, you know, another classic one too is Bump and Grind, the remix.
You know what song I didn't like that he did? It was a video they had all white on. Dang, what's the name of it?
Which one was that one?
Dang, they had all white and they was doing like a hustle, a cabaret dance or something.
Are you talking about Step, Side?
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's another one.
Happy People?
No, it's not Happy People. It's not Happy People.
If y'all know,
I know when I hear it. I remember they had on all white in the video, and I just like, this is his only song I'm not rocking with.
I can't remember. But also another throwback from the past, Fiesta. Fiesta.
He even had the song with Cassidy, Hotel.
Yeah, I actually rock with that one.
Yeah, he had a bunch of good stuff.
And you know, also,
and I heard Corey Holcomb told a joke, not a joke. He told a story about how when he was hooping with R. Kelly and his entourage one day, they was all purposely sucking so R. Kelly could look like he was a good baller. He was like, in reality, he can't ball at all. And it was like really like just downplaying their own skills. So that just let me know you the type of individual who want yes men around you.
And let's not forget about the classic Chappelle Show episode.
Oh, when
I'm in the club, bring you home, make some love. Chappelle.
Boop, boop, give me that beep, beep.
Right. This is the remix edition, a remix about pissing day. But yeah, though.
Classic episode.
But we good on that question?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, this is gonna be a lengthy one. Pause. Who do you think should lead in a relationship, the man or the woman?
Lead. That's the word that's throwing me off. You sure don't say leave?
No, lead. Leader.
They both can't take up a leadership role, but at the end of the day, it's the man. The woman should be submissive to her man, but that don't mean she can't be influential to the overall decisions for the family.
You're right. And you know what? I'm all for, this is the thing I think a lot of women and men get confused about leadership. I think when it comes to like in today's environment, women automatically think you got to be a slave to the leader, which is not true. Leader just mean, you know, who has the right directional skills, you know what I mean?
Because look at it, because sometimes women just understand the society they live in. Allegedly, Albert Einstein's wife was also very smart, and she gave him a bunch of his ideals. I'm not gonna say he wasn't smart on his own or as well.
But she had
influence. Same with oh, that's a bad example. I was gonna say the dude from American Gangster with his wife influenced him to wear that fur coat.
I got a good example. It's a woman out there. She's a master in kung fu. She's a kung fu master. And one day she said, I can't remember her name right now, but one day she said she had somebody who broke into her house while she was in it. Instead of going down there to confront the burglar, she called a man, which is another kung fu master, to come handle it. And they asked her why she do it. She said, because that's still a man at the end of the day. I'm going to need another man to handle that.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, don't get me wrong. She highly skilled with it and all that, but, you know, still, that's strength. That's strength ratio.
I mean, I've seen her. It's like a judo master. She was on a TV show over in Asia, and she was Asia. Security tried to stop a fight, and she flipped this dude immediately. And the security guard most likely got fired on the spot, bro. Like, as Kyle said, when you in security, once you lose a fight, you pretty much lose your job.
By the way, not to cut you off, but our platform is on YouTube. Type in the Takeoff Podcast for those who want to see the full production of this episode. The Takeoff Podcast.
Not the is the.
The Takeoff Podcast.
The is 2 E's. The is 1 E.
THE Takeoff Podcast.
There you go.
There we go. But yeah, back to this question. I mean, overall, man should lead. And you know what I think too? I think a lot of women out there say they want to lead, but when they get that responsibility, they just crash out.
When women start to lead, they get that little mustache right here.
You talk about the goatee?
If you call it, hey, they get that Hispanic girl just 5 o'clock shadows mustache.
You know that you talk about the Mariah Carey and Precious.
What you mean, Mariah?
Mariah
Carey had a.
They put on like a little fake shadow of a mustache on her in Precious.
I remember she didn't have makeup on and her eyes look weird. I don't remember the nose down.
But I'll just say this: whenever I see women with mustaches, bro, that freak me the hell out. Because that's not how it's supposed to be. No
comment. I want to say a comment so bad. Let's look at the next question.
No, go ahead. No, cook. Question. No, cook, bro. No,
I don't cook. You know I don't cook. I don't cook.
Pause. Not just playing.
All right. Next question. Dang. Fuck. What we doing? 5 each? 10 each? What we doing?
Hey,
we just gonna keep going?
Just keep going.
We do an hour of questions. How about that?
That's cool, man.
What's the main thing you use the internet for? What is the main thing you use the internet for? Oh, I got to get the button giggity giggity.
But nah,
I use the internet for entertainment.
streaming. I watch a lot of streaming services on different platforms.
No, I'm not going to front. Lately, I've been using it to make shorts and videos with, and I keep getting notifications like talking about you going over your data, which don't make sense because I got an unlimited data plan. They keep saying, you're over your data, over your data.
You know, I watch a lot of other podcasts besides this one. That's what I mainly do. Also, I look at a lot of information too. You know what I mean? I'm a bit of what you may call a conspiracy theorist, and I just want to see what's going on out there. I read the room a lot. I look at what's going on in the economy. Different stuff like that. So that's what I usually want. Now sometimes, if I happen to see a nice pair of female cheeks, I can't help but to stop and look.
The cheeks go next to the smile.
I'm just saying cheeks.
Cheeks are right next to the
Y'all, yeah. Take it how you want it, but I say cheeks. But I gotta bro. I can't read this. What the hell? Can you make that out?
I see Freeman Classic at the bottom. Oh, Fireman. Damn, what is that?
I can't read that. Somebody got some poor handwriting.
Corvette in...
Bro, I'm pulling another question.
Corvette in something classic, and then it say Fireman Classic.
I don't know what that
means.
But I'll pull another one. This one says, How do you feel your upbringing could have been better? That's a good question.
Silver spoon. I wanted a silver spoon upbringing, God damn it.
More money.
How do you feel your upbringing could have... Honestly, my shit was perfect.
I can't think of one. Perfect. I got a perfect one. Not to be so indoctrinated in the school system.
Oh, I give you that.
Yeah, because they always encouraged me to go to school or whatever, but I think that they were so hell bent on going to school, not understanding creative thinking.
I remember, like, my granddad had a garden in the backyard where he was growing a bunch of just stuff like lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, onions, and I wish he would have taught me that. Like, yo, go wake me up early because you got to learn to wake up early, work hard, so you get to relax. Like, once it hit 11, 12, you get to relax the rest of the day. Like, so, I figured it out, internet, other stuff, but, like, that could have been more memories I could have created with my granddad.
I got another good one. It's to piggyback off your first answer. To understand financial literacy better.
At a young age when you're supposed to be a kid and have fun?
Well, you know what? In other cultures, they start them out as, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At a young age, they teach them about, certain, they don't teach them everything, but they, you know what I'm saying, put them in certain type of classes and stuff like that to make them understand the financial system a little bit better than most. That's why they get ahead.
I do wish I grew up in at least a bilingual household. Definitely, that's why I want my children to grow up in a bilingual household. I'm doing my best to teach myself some languages right now. Preferably, I'm with a girl who's open to wanting to learn a language so we could, like, teach our kid or, hopefully she already knows some stuff.
I would say for me, probably be a little bit more open-minded when it comes to certain things because in a lot of families, not just including mine, but, whatever they believe whatever they see on the news.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's another, they believe whatever they see and they don't hear it out from all perspectives. They just believe CNN, ABC, stuff like that.
Again, I love my life, but lastly, I do wish I grew up in a more musical family. I'm talking about actual instruments, like somebody from age 2, 3 teaching me how to play guitar, or probably not drums, but some certain wind instruments,
But what do y'all think out there? Y'all got any answers for these questions? If you could have, the question was, just in case you're joining us.
I don't even know if they can leave.
How do you feel your upbringing could have been better?
Yes, this is a podcast, yes.
Yeah. How you feel that your upbringing could be better? Drop a comment below. Let us know.
On this episode, we're doing all bucket pulls, though. We're only pulling out the bucket, and then we're going to get out of here. Because usually we talk about current events, or sometimes we talk to our guests. This episode is all bucket pulls. Was that your question or mine?
That was mine.
Oh.
That was mine. I was trying to think of another answer, but I can't right now.
Yeah, that was enough. This one says, would you date a woman with what is this word?
What's it?
can't tell what that says.
Would you date a woman with a
That's
first,
the word. That's the word. That first or
a
last.
first of past sexual what? A list of past sexual partners.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Would you date a woman with a list of? Yeah, because the list might only be 2 people.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Maybe they should have worded it as a high list instead of a list.
Like how I said the other day, would you date a woman with? Would you date a woman? No, don't put that back in.
You want to pull another one? No, I said you want to pull another one.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely pulling another one.
Let's see what this bad handwriting got to say. Have you ever lied to your spouse in a relationship? I feel like we answered this before.
No, I didn't. Man, I'm brutally honest, yo. I told y'all, I'm brutally honest. Ask any of my exes, they gonna be like, yo, that. I'm brutally honest.
Look, I'm too goddamn old to be lying. If I go on that, no.
I never was a liar, bro. That's why, man, I don't lie.
But let me ask you this: why you think people lie in a relationship?
I don't know. I don't know if it's cowardice or if they don't want to displease somebody who actually makes Man, what's the word I'm trying to say? Well, I just don't know if they just don't want to disappoint people and upset them.
I'll go a step further. I think it's just some people just habitual liars.
Or that, yeah. Or I'm talking, man. It's about respect, though. To me, it's more respect to be honest. Like I'm brutally honest, though. That's my biggest flaw. I'm not just honest. I'm brutally honest.
And you know what? The older you get, the more honest you get.
Oh hell yeah.
You know, especially with me. You know what's so funny? Like in my last relationship, she'll ask me. You know how sometimes we'll ask you all type of hypothetical ass questions like, if I was this, if I was that, would you still love me? I'll be like, nope. She'll give me one of those.
I love this moment, this version of you right now. I ain't gonna say maintain it because that's when the wrinkles start coming. That's when they go to the Botox and shit.
Would you tell her that? Oh, of course you would. I know you would.
Man, I'm different. I'm just gonna say that.
I had one ask me, would you still love me if I have a breast reduction surgery? I said, nope.
I would.
I said, nope. Because I know certain questions, you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta match the energy with stupid energy.
This says, would you live forever as a cyborg? I don't know, man. Like, it depends on what parts of me are cyborg and what parts of me are human. Like, yeah, it depends on that. Because I will want a human tongue because I enjoy the taste of foods. I want a human phallus because I like that tingle. I love the tingle. I would want a human, probably eyes. I don't know. Maybe one eye, human eye, one eye, not human eye. I don't know.
Could you repeat the question one more time?
Would you live forever as a cyborg?
I can't answer that question because I've never been one.
Every time you hold your phone in your hand, you're technically a cyborg.
But I still have feeling. As far as I know.
I'm saying, but I'm sure they got robots with pain receptors and other stuff. If that's what you want, I'll give you pleasure reception. What if they made you a cyborg, but everything in you is a pleasure receptor? So every step you take, you like,
Technically, they're working on it right now. They call sex robots.
Okay, what if they had like a belt or a sticker that you could put on yourself? Once you put the sticker on you, everything feels good. Like ecstasy pills. So like everything makes you climax.
That's far from what the question asks.
It is. We drifting. We drifting. You want to drift?
I mean, as far as that question goes, I can't say that because I don't know what it's like to be a cyborg.
I'm just
the only thing I know how to do is be human.
Can the next question be if you would ever go to a Diddy party? I would, but I'll leave early. Flat out, I'll leave early. I will leave early, bro.
Diddy likes to party, and sometimes you got to tell him no.
You got to tell him no.
You got to tell him no.
Yeah, I would leave. I've always said that. I would leave early.
Who all is going to be there, and what are they doing?
Because even clubbing, when I go clubbing, I like to leave 30 minutes or 15 minutes before the club closes, because that's when the bad shit really kick off.
Come on, ask some questions, TikTok. Don't be shy.
Yeah,
ask some questions. But not, overall, I can't do a Diddy party, man. I'm sorry. What if you can't leave? Like a Marvin Sapp church.
I'm not going to answer that question. Sigma, what's your name? Sigma?
What does it say?
Sigma. It said pretty much jerking yourself till.
Yeah, we're not going there.
Till the color red. Let's leave it at that.
You got any more questions?
That was my question.
No, I'm talking about on the clapper.
Oh, I can't see right now.
But my question right here says, man, I'm getting heavy questions.
I read your Diddy party question.
Yeah, no. That's a no for me.
I would go out, just leave early.
Hey, I'm going to just say this.
I don't even fuck with that kind of shit.
Leave out with a baddie or a groupie if that's the mood I'm
You got to
in.
be careful because sometimes that might not be a woman you're leaving with.
Shit.
Sure
That'd
can.
be a woman.
You better check that birth
I
certificate.
don't party in Atlanta.
But anyway, at what point in life did you learn credit? TikToker Jay, the credit coach.
Oh, I remember that. I wrote that question months ago.
Okay.
Because, yeah, he asked us the right answer to that question.
All right.
Repeat it again, though.
It says right here, at what point in your life did you learn credit? TikToker.
I've
Jay,
known
the credit
about it my whole life, but to actually learn it and develop it to have good credit, I think I was trying to buy something. So
And
24,
what happened?
25, I was trying to buy something, and I needed better credit so I could have a cheaper monthly cost, and that's when I cared about it, just till I was able to make the purchase. After that, I didn't care again. It's like I still don't. I know you need to have good credit always, but I've always been a debit card and cash person, and I'm trying to become a credit card person. It's just I'm so stuck in my ways. Debit card, cash, mainly a lot of cash. I don't really like people to be able to trace what I did. Oh, he bought some diapers.
I think my question is similar to yours. I always heard about credit but never knew what it was until I told somebody I never owned a credit card before, and they told me, no, I think you need to own a credit card because if you have no credit, then you don't have no lines of credit. You can't buy nothing.
And what I know about credit is all fake anyways. They could change your number overnight if they wanted to. It's all fake. It's just a way to control people and program them, from my perspective. I could be wrong.
But what I would say with credit for me, like when it comes like to the super wealthy people, one of the ways how they become very wealthy is because they don't use their own money. They use the bank's money, credits,
That's very
loans,
true.
stuff like that. And I think and that goes back to the way we were programmed to think about being frugal and being cheap and stuff like that. We're programmed to believe don't get credits, don't get loans. Because some loans you actually need because you can take that loan, use that for something else, and then pay it off over time. That's one of the reasons why the rich, you know what I'm saying, keep their money because they use the bank money. They don't always use their own money. So I think that answers that question.
Oh, the question I answered earlier was from Clapper from a guy named F. Edits. I'm not going to say his full first name, but it's F. Edits.
You're a wild boy. You're a wild boy for that question.
Yeah. No, I'm not talking about the jerk. I'm talking about the first question when we was talking about a Diddy party.
Come on, TikTok, come with the questions. I don't know if
F.
you can.
Edits.
I don't know if I can see it or not. But
Is it my turn or yeah? You had the credit question.
yeah, trying to see. Comment.
Damn. Okay, this one says, "What's your honest opinion about heaven and hell?" I wish I didn't answer that or pull that. I don't believe in it. Me and my mom have a lot of conversations about that because it don't make sense to me. And this is what I'm about to be brutally honest. Hypothetically, I live to be 28 or 58, but now I got to spend 1 billion years in heaven or hell based off what I did for 35 years. That don't make sense to me. That never made sense to me. I got to spend all of you, and I just said 1 billion years. In reality, it's all of eternity. That means the rest of time, because of what you did, was something like after 1 million years pass in heaven or hell, I might forget all about life. Damn, what did I do to end up here? I'm gonna forget what humans look like, my family, my friends, if we don't even have corporeal forms. So I don't believe in that shit. And then on top of that, the depictions of hell don't even make sense. The hottest flame is white or it's blue, but every depiction of hell you see red fire. That's the weakest fire.
My opinion is opposite because I do think there is a heaven and hell, but I think hell and heaven is different from what they try to
The internal.
what they try to depict us to what they think it is. Because everybody who said they had a near-death experience, said they've been to hell, is often different. Like case in example, somebody I was looking at social media said he'd been to hell and came back to life, but when he said he went to hell, it's not like fire and all that stuff that we hear about. It's like if you enjoy stuff like drinking and fornicating and stuff like that, you'll get an abundance of that. But you'll get it so much that you get so tired of it and it becomes displeasing to you, and that becomes your hell. Or case in example, I heard people talking about they get tortured. Or whatever you do to get money or get some type of leg to get over and you did it in an unrighteous way, you'll keep doing that thing until you get tired and it tortures you.
I'll say I believe temples and churches in the past also used religion to control the masses. to control what you do here, right now, in this life. Hey, do this, and you'll be able to have all eternity. In reality, they probably never knew it existed. They just trying to get something out of you in the here, in the now. And work here, do this, keep your head down, give us these ties, do this and that. And then in your next life, you'll be good. That sounds like a master trick to me. That's what pimps do.
And I think heaven, in my opinion, is, me personally, I think you're going to see a bunch of fiery chariots in the sky. Like, you know how we see so-called UFOs? Mm-hmm. I think you're going to see a lot of that up there. I think it's going to be more so, it's hard for me to speak on that, but, I think it's going to be a little opposite of what we'll be told, like everything being all white and stuff like that. I think it's going to be a little different.
But it's weird because I also do believe in heaven and hell, but I believe it's all states of mind. Because I've meditated to the point where I enter back into this dimension or whatever with peace. Or sometimes anger because I don't know where I was mentally. I was just lost in a drift. But when I came back here, I brought those emotions and feelings with me. Most of the time it's peaceful. I had one or two times where I might have entered that realm or state of mind they refer to as a hell or hell.
But see, one of the issues is it's hard for the human mind to understand the spirit world because we've been so conditioned to believe things that people tell us about it.
Y'all better tap in, get locked in.
I'm just saying, because people always talk about it's going to be like this, it's going to be like that. Look, your frequency is too low to understand any other realm because you boggle down with all this, the pains of this world. You're not going to understand the spirit world.
Y'all better get y'all, build y'all some orgone accumulators. They not that hard. It's just wood. It's just 3 layers of wood. You need wood.
And what is that?
It's just a box you just build. Don't even got to plug it up. It's just 3 layers of wood, metal wool. I think it's called metal wool or something like that. And then like cotton or something. Just keep layering them up, like layers of 3. Build a box, sit in the box. Then only positive energies go in. You sit in the box and then you get.
The natives did that. What they did, it was like a tent.
Yeah. Or you can make a tent with it too.
And they put like hot coals in there, and it's like a sun almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they put hot coals in it. You see it in that movie, The Reverend. They put them in there for healing purposes.
Or meditate by trees. That's why a lot of hoods don't got trees in it. And on top of that, y'all got to do your research about a lot of hoods also or cities don't have female trees, which are the fruit-bearing trees. Like you just walk up the block, you don't see no just random pear tree, apple tree. All these trees, because those trees give off certain pheromones and scents in the summertime that calms people. But all the male trees that are out here, that gives off, I guess, let's just say testosterone, which make people kind of angry. Everything matters when you really think about it. You could design a city where nobody don't really get mad like that.
Also, too, I would say this, too. A lot of hoods are in something called negative ley lines. Ley lines are energy lines.
I know, yeah, I know.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of, criminality and a lot of violence and all that bullshit be going on because you're in a negative area. Like I always had a feeling when you walk into certain spots, but you never knew what it was. But when you are in nature, that's far away from technology and stuff like that, that's a positive ley line. That's why I would suggest anybody to go for long walks, bike rides, run outdoors because you absorb nature in its positive form.
And any tree that's over, I say about 10 feet, probably bigger than that.
Go on hikes too.
They say 20 feet. Literally sit next to a tree. You don't got to read a book. I know some of y'all don't like doing that, but sit next to a tree and it puts you in the realm or the space of the tree's electromagnetic force. It's just like sitting in a box full of lead. Then the outside things don't get to you, and when you're isolated, only the what am I trying to say? Only the magnetic frequency, electromagnetic shield or frequency of yourself start resonating, force itself back in you, thus making you stronger. I know what I'm thinking. I can't word it right.
I would say either go out there, pray, meditate, or close your eyes and think of abundance. That's how you get a lot of positivity in your life.
Yeah.
But we good with that question?
Yeah. I've been good with that.
This one says, when is it okay for a man to call a woman a biatch?
Oh, several regards. I've done it a few times. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's rare that I do it. Like, I do fucked up shit when I feel justified. Flat out, if I feel justified, I'll do it. But it's definitely a bunch of cases. Like a woman, you wrong, especially you little hood rat girls. Y'all know y'all just trying to create a moment. A lot of y'all women just want to argue. Oh, I'm bored. Let's argue. Man, bitch, I'm not the one. I remember I drove this girl home and she thought she was about to crash at my crib. And she was so shocked when I was like, all right, let's go to the car. Because it was a long ride to pick her up and bring her to my crib. She thought she was going to crash for the weekend, which she was, but she started acting up. Man, hop in this car. We gone.
I would say, in my opinion, it's a perfectly good time to call a woman a bitch in the middle of smashing.
Oh yeah.
Women love it. I don't know why. I don't know why women like that so much, but they love it when you call them out their name. It's like it gets them aroused. I don't know.
You be choking girls too. You don't gotta answer that.
You got to stop doing that.
What the hell you on,
I
bro?
don't know.
Damn dick.
No, I don't do that. Not in bed. I mean, if a girl asks me, like some things you ask me for in that
Even though
realm,
there's some women out there who will request that.
yeah, they be requesting some wild stuff.
Man, I get scared sometimes. I'm like, what the fuck? We fucking or fighting? What the hell we got going on here?
Next,
Hit me over the head with a TV.
what color y'all want me to pull?
Hey, what questions y'all got? Come on now.
Green,
Hey,
blue.
somebody. Unless that's
No, that's the same thing from her. I ain't about to answer that. Who would you die? Well, who would die first in a horror movie out of all?
Oh, wow.
All of us. It's only me and you. Should I throw this back in?
Please do. I got one. I think we already answered this question, but somebody said, how do you sum up 2020?
I feel like we answered that before.
Multiple times.
Yeah, we definitely answered that. I feel like just 2 or 3 weeks ago. But yeah, it was just a lot of people just found out who they are under pressure. That's pretty much what it is. You found out who you are under pressure.
Which is
If you will refer to that as pressure.
which is very interesting to see, because that shows you how if somebody would tell you something, or somebody would put out certain type of what you call them, those guidelines to follow, and under fear, people gonna do it.
Oh, speaking of, you did mention ley lines earlier with the I don't really agree with the negative ley lines, because sometimes negative really is positive.
Not all the time.
And then on top of that, sometimes negativity and even positivity can be neutralized. Like hypothetically, if Detroit is over a negative ley line, but we also are a salt mine is under us too. The salt mine can negate the negativity effects.
But still, I think we had this conversation the other day. I mean, it could be has some truth to that, but I don't think so, because there's such thing as negative energy. All energy can't be transformed. Some energy is just gonna be what it is.
I literally just bought some sage. I'm gonna start burning it after each episode. Not saying people came down here with bad energy, but it's like it's a reset. We're going back to default. New guests after each episode, just burn it.
You gotta.
Oh yeah, my question was, what was the best vacation you ever been on? I ain't gonna front. It's probably my most recent one. No, not my most recent one. Because that cruise was actually fire. But no, when I went to the DR, oh my goodness. Yeah, I can see myself. Yeah. I'm actually probably gonna retire down there in the DR.
My nigga.
And then everybody kept saying, yo, bro, when you go to the DR, you're gonna come back to America not caring about American women. And them niggas was right. I'm not gonna say y'all bad up here, but it's just vastly different. It's vastly different. Like, they still treat people like how I assume my father and his father was getting treated by women back in the day. You want to cook for you, clean for you, this, that.
Next vacation.
Man, bro.
I would say mine is probably when I took one by myself up north. I was around, like you said, around trees. I was around nature. I was just by myself, just getting my mind right. That was probably the best vacation. I was out there bike riding in peace.
He was looking for gold.
Man, whatever you call it. Yeah, go myself. I was the gold. I'm the gold. But yeah, I was just really vibing. That's just
Crimson
what it is.
THC says energy. Oh, wait, let me move my mic. Crimson THC says energy is energy. People make energy negative or positive. It's in or on a person's heart. I can smoke a bag of that. No, I feel you though.
We go with that question.
Yeah, we good with that.
What do spoiled kids grow up to become?
Cops. No, I'm joking.
More spoiled?
No, bankers, brokers. People, unfortunately, sometimes y'all make it into positions of power, like regional managers. And y'all don't understand the way when you engage with a person,
Donald Trump.
the way you come off. Like, even though you may have good heart and good intentions, you just come off like a piece of shit. Sometimes you got to really reflect on people. That it's a bird in the window. Just sorry.
Nah, I was jokingly saying Donald Trump, but nah. But I mean, they can become anything. I mean, you can't just base them because they spoiled. I mean, sometimes spoiled people give.
Yeah, people can be humble, or people can just be modest and open, or people can understand another person's perspective. Yeah, I'm poor with a silver spoon, but I see what you're doing over there.
Now, are you a spoiled brat? That's something different.
Yeah.
If you're a spoiled ass brat, then and you don't change.
You know, once you
that's
say
something different.
spoiled brat, I'm thinking of that little girl on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Remember the girl whose dad was rich? I think she went up in a tube or something.
But at the end of the day, people can change. So
yeah, people can change. Cause trust me, I've pretty much grown up in the various hoods all my life, and these niggas grow up to be all types of shit. So it has to be the same for people in other atmospheres and things. You read that question?
Yep.
Do you think a man should lead with his wallet? I feel like we answered that.
But just in case you don't know the answer to that for me.
I don't even fuck with that kind of shit.
No, for real, don't leave with your wallet, because once you leave with your wallet, and you'll never know if that's all she ever wanted you for. Man, bro,
The same way you start is the same way you finish.
Yeah, bro, trust me, bro. I be taking girls on the most simplest dates. Oh, you ain't rocking with this piece?
Travis Hunter.
That guy.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That guy's an interesting character.
What you about to say? You said one time, what happened?
I forgot.
You said you was about something.
Oh, no. Well, I can't remember. I
think you said you was taking the girl out.
And I'm leading with my wallet? I doubt I just said that.
No, you didn't say. I thought you started off.
I was probably about to start a story. Fuck it. But yeah, don't leave with your wallet, niggas. But again, if that's who you want to be or what you want, now if you do leave with your wallet, your goal is to beat the Doonies up, that's probably gonna help you get there quicker. But if you're trying to have a genuine connection with somebody, man, don't leave with your wallet. Just offer simple shit in the beginning. Hey, let's just go for a walk or this or that. If she ain't rocking with that.
Now I got a sub question to that. How should you lead her?
You know what? I just push hangouts. I don't even call it a date. Once you call that shit a date, it creates pressure on a situation. Like, yo, man, you want to just go to the movies and hang out?
You know, I would say this. You can't lead nobody who don't want to be led.
That's true. I say start off, be friends.
Well, it's a different way. I mean, it's so many ways that can go by. But I say, if you're really serious about that person as a man and you really want to be with this person, marriage or whatever, you got to lead her by spirit. That's your foundation. That's just me.
That's his opinion. Yeah, definitely. That is definitely not the views and opinions of the Takeoff Podcast.
Yeah, you got to live by your spirit, because if you got a weak foundation, it's not going to work. That's just my opinion. So my question is Juice a top 5 classic hood movie? What do y'all think?
Is Juice a top 5 classic hood movie? Because Friday is up there just because it's different from most of what.
Friday is my number one.
But what is it? Damn. If they could have got more specific, like is Juice like a drama classic or? Damn. Let's try to create a list real quick. Friday's in there. Is Boys in the Hood in there? Is Paid in Full in there? Is Dead Presidents in there? Is a bunch of Spike Lee movies.
But are they hood movies?
Yeah, Kirkland is definitely a hood movie. My nigga, it was in the hood.
I beg to differ.
What? Okay, so that's the question. First, we got to find out what categorizes as a hood movie. It can't just always be the niggas with guns and drugs.
But I don't think it's a hood movie. I think a hood movie is more so when it caters to the hood. You know what I mean? More than it does mainstream.
The hood and urban, are those two separate things? I guess they're two separate things then.
Okay, it could be two separate things. But still, when we talk about hood movies, in my opinion, I think it means not mainstream.
Oh, well, you can't do that. Well, I guess.
Well, I can't.
No, I guess you can.
It don't mean killing and all this other stuff.
What about Killer Season?
I never seen it.
Oh man,
we can use that movie. It's a bit of an underground movie. That movie, Fat Beach.
Oh, I like Fat Beach, especially the end when when the lights was off.
Yeah, Fat Beach. That could be considered a hood movie.
Oh, what's the movie? Talking Dirty After Dark.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. What about Booty Call? Is that technically a hood movie?
I don't know. It's hard for me to categorize it.
Master P.
I Got the Hookup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, see, you got to come down. That's one of them questions. You got to break down the whole definition.
Baller Blocking. That's a hood movie with the No Limit Soldiers. It's called Baller Blocking.
Okay. There's so many other movies we forgetting about. But Juice.
Menace
you know
Society.
What? You know what I put above Juice? Above the Rim. I just loved Above the Rim for some reason. Juice was good, but Above the Rim was. Oh, what about Fresh? Fresh is a hood movie.
Yeah, it could be a hood movie. I say that Fresh.
I honestly would throw Fresh.
What about The Wood?
Yes.
You would say that?
What is a hood movie?
It's very close.
It's urban.
It's
If
on the
there's a
borderline.
different-
It's on the borderline.
What about damn, that's actually good. Oh, Lean on Me.
That's not a hood.
Come on.
I don't think so.
It's showed different. It's the school aspect of the hood.
Nah.
It's not a hood.
I
Okay.
don't
See,
think-
this is what I'm talking about.
Not in my opinion.
You got to understand that we got to get to a true definition of a hood movie to
Well, we can look it up. Hold on. According to Google. Hold on. Wait, I'm about to.
the definition of a hood movie.
Yes. Yes. So while we're all
Because
here,
niggas can't figure it out on their own. We need AI.
No, because my definition might be different from your definition.
But that don't mean that Google's definition
okay, well that's
is the
cool.
ultimate
No,
definition.
we're just gonna
let's see what they talking about.
we're just gonna see. But ain't
What's a
nothing wrong
hood
with
movie to
that.
y'all, bro? Because
Yeah, what's a hood movie? Because
you say it's Juice. What? No, it's Juice. What was the question?
Is Juice the top 5? Would you put Juice as the top 5 hood movie?
Yeah, is Juice in the top 5? In the top 5 list of hood movies, does Juice make it?
Hold on, we about to. One second.
I think Juice. See, if
Juice is up there. but
Juice
it's not
is
top
like,
5.
I wouldn't argue it. I wouldn't argue it down. So if it's on my, it may not be on my list, but if it's on somebody else's list, I'm like, yeah, that could rock out. If you're saying some dumb shit, oh, Little Mermaid, man, get the fuck out of here.
Depending on what that means. Players Club.
That's
could be,
exactly what I said. Hood movies don't have to be about gangs. Who said this?
Hey, Players Club could be a hood movie.
Players Club. Yo, hell yeah, Players Club. What about Head of State? Not really. Yeah, kind of. As long as you
Just
showcase
because
the
Chris Rock in
hood.
it.
Yeah, and Bernie Mac.
Now, according to Google, it says hood movies focus on the culture and life of African Americans, Hispanic Americans, in some cases Asian Americans, and white Americans who live in the segregated low-income urban community.
So every movie we just named is technically a hood music because it's only speaking on our culture. As long as a good hood movie.
What about 8 Mile?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, 8 Mile could be a hood
Yeah,
movie.
it's a hood movie. Let's be honest.
'Cause
All these Tubi movies dropping.
I got a good one.
Buffed up?
I got a good one everybody forgot about.
What?
It's a classic. New Jersey Drive. That's a hood movie. Come on.
It has
That's a
Sims
hood
in it. It
movie.
has Sims in it
Yeah.
from Lean on Me.
Not.
Oh, you know another? No, it did.
No, it didn't.
It had somebody in there I recognize. But what about South Central?
South Central's a hood movie for sure. Dead Presidents.
Jason's lyrics. Jason's lyrics.
Blue Hill Avenue.
I don't think I ever saw that.
Blue Hill Avenue with my man from Jason Lyric. The light skinned dude from Jason Lyric.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in it.
New Jack City, clearly.
Yeah, New Jack City,
What's the other one with
I got another one.
what?
City of God.
Oh, nigga, that shit, nigga.
Yeah, City of
nigga.
God. Hey, City of God.
I didn't know you seen that shit before.
No,
You
that's
seen
one of my
City of God?
favorites.
That's my top 5, nigga.
That's in my top 5.
That's my top
Hey,
5.
hey,
I did not know you. I'm one of the only niggas I know has ever seen City of God. I had to read it. It's subtitles.
Bro, they even got the remake on HBO Max.
Is it
And
dub?
they got the updated on everybody who grew up who survived the killings. It's on HBO Max right now.
What's it called?
It's called City of God 20 years later.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah,
shit.
go watch that. Hey,
City
go
of
watch-
God, my nigga.
It's on HBO Max right now. Go check it out.
That's what it, bruh. Everybody, please go watch City of God. That is one of the most top 5 of my personal list. Y'all don't realize
City of God.
it's hard to get on my list. That shit is up there.
Bro, it's so good that even though it was in a foreign language, I would sit there and watch the subtitles.
Nigga, bruh,
Man, City of God.
that scene when you remember they cornered them kids?
What part? Oh, you talking about when?
I believe it at that.
Oh, yeah.
That little
yeah.
kid looked like he was crying for real, bruh.
Like that really happened.
It really
That's what
happened,
looked like.
and that's what, bruh, I love. And then the one dude who kind of they did that thing to his girl.
Oh, yeah.
And then he
Then he
kept saying,
turned
bruh,
back.
I'm not a hood, but
Then he
you
went in.
kind of.
You know, one of the craziest part, it was heartbreaking, but when they killed my man brother at the party. It's sort of like he didn't do nothing. He had nothing to do. He was in the crossfire.
Oh, when he was
Benny.
leaving?
His name was Benny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The light skinned dude with the glasses.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
They killed him.
Yeah, that's wrong. Yeah.
Hey, it was fucked up, but that part when he tried to get it, the part before he did what he did to his girlfriend, and she held him in front of his whole crew.
Yeah. He didn't have know how to accept rejection. What's that little nigga's name? Little Dice,
Little Dice,
Little Dice,
D-Say, I can't.
something like that, man. Because
That's
them
a
dudes
classic
thought they
movie.
just broke in there and just robbed the place, but then come to find out the little dude went in there later and he was.
Yeah, he went in there and then.
Yeah, and they was like, yeah, everybody looking for y'all, but they didn't know it was that serious because they didn't know what the little dude did. It was, bruh,
Bruh,
City of God, bruh.
City of God.
That's Man, that's top 3 on my list, nigga. Fuck a 5, nigga. That's probably, nigga.
That's definitely a top 5 in my.
That is up there, bro.
City of God.
City of God is up there with Pulp Fiction. That's also on my list. Revolver is on my list. These are 3 movies on my personal. And again, I got a movie I probably don't fuck with on my top 5. It's The Man from Earth. I love The Man from Earth.
I haven't seen that one.
It's like, bruh, I think they finished the whole movie in like 10 days because it's such a small set. Everything takes place in like one room, like that movie Phone Booth. It takes place in like one room. It's not a lot.
I would say, another one, American Me. That's a hood movie. It's a Mexican. It's about a Mexican gang in prison. Edward James Olmos.
That's another movie. Blood In, Blood Out.
That's what it's like.
That's Blood. Okay.
Yeah,
Blood
I think I don't know which came out
I
first.
remember I was a kid when I watched Blood In, Blood Out. I was like, that was the first 3-hour-long movie I ever seen in my life. I was like, damn, movies can be this fucking
Hey,
long.
Cinderella, find yourself a fella.
That shit is long as shit.
Now, would you say a movie like Four Brothers would be considered a hood movie?
Yeah. It took place in Detroit.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Oh, I got no. Don't be a menace.
Now, if you say Idlewild, I'll be like, man, shut the fuck up.
Hey, don't be a menace.
While drinking your juice in the hood or both. The funny ones count too.
Oh, The Wash. The Wash. Hey,
Yeah.
that was the closest movie that was close to replicating The First Friday. Because it was both directed by it was written by
The new
DJ
one, right?
Pooh.
With Dr. Dre, right? Because they had a
Yeah,
watch
with
back
Dr.
in
Dre
the
Snoop
day.
Dogg. Because it was written by DJ Pooh.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was directed by DJ Pooh too.
What's the name? Them black exploitation movies back in the day is technically hood movies, even though they got their own genre for real.
You know what? Technically, you're right about Crooklyn. They did put it down as a hood.
I knew Crooklyn, bruh. Crooklyn is that's now barbershop. I don't know about that shit. Oh no, okay, barbershop.
I just don't see Crooklyn as a hood movie though.
It took place in the hood.
I think
it
it's a
didn't deal with the
classic
same,
movie.
and it had drug addicts in it.
They did.
I don't know if it had any scenes with guns. It had depression.
Nah, they didn't have. They just had.
Oh, you know, one of the craziest hood movies. I'm gonna classify as a hood movie. 4 Color Girls.
I never seen that one.
I want to say, what's the dude who took money from Damon Dash and wasn't paying back? The director who did Precious.
Oh, you talking about
Damn, what's that nigga name?
He also made that show Empire.
He might have. Yep. He
Lee
did.
Daniels.
Lee Daniels. Allegedly, I want to say he the one. I want to say Oprah and Tyler Perry helped produce it or fund it, but he's the one who actually filmed it, directed it.
I never
I
seen
could
it.
be wrong. Man, watch that movie. You're going to be like, it's one scene everybody always know.
I got another one for you. It's another Spike Lee joint.
What?
He Got Game.
That's what I meant to say earlier and I forgot. He Got Game is definitely a
He
hood
Got
movie.
Game.
Yeah. I love that basketball scene when they was hooping. Oh,
They had plenty of them in there.
you know a hood movie?
What's that?
Damn, Denzel Washington and Training Day.
I was gonna say if you said Remember the Titans, I was about to
Hell
hit that
no.
button. I was about to hit that button.
Hell no, nigga. Training Day.
Training Day is. Oh, I got one for you. Remember that movie Ride? That was on that bus. They had Fredro Starr. It had
I thought you was going to say, no, I don't remember this.
Actually, no. Here it is, right here.
I do not remember that.
That's a hood movie.
You know what? Once you
That's
said
not
Ride,
what's
for some reason I'm thinking about the movie with Queen Latifah and Ludacris. I forgot what it's called.
Oh, the one they. I know what you're talking
It's
about.
on Netflix.
Yeah, they was riding through the desert and
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I remember that.
I can't remember what that's called.
Oh, State Property.
I said that earlier. State
Did
Property.
you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, my
yeah,
bad. My
State
bad.
Property. I like that. What's the movie with Killer Cam and he spit on that little girl? Bro, that is like one of my, that's my favorite.
Spit on that little girl.
He spit on a little girl in the
what
movie,
movie?
dog. Look it up. Just type in, go to YouTube, type in Cameron little girl spit. I can't think of the name of the movie.
Man, Cameron, wow, that one. Oh. 187. That's a hood movie. 187 with Samuel Jackson. He played a teacher.
What's the movie? It's like Training Day. It's 4 cops.
You talking about Street Kings?
No, Brooklyn's Finest.
I haven't seen it.
Nigga, that shit is one of the only movies. That's one of the only corrupt cop movies, in my opinion, that's competing with Training Day.
I can't.
Nigga, watch Brooklyn's Finest. That's like the only cop.
Who's in it?
Nigga, everybody in that bitch. And I can't think of nobody. The nigga who played the nigga who took Terrence Howard's spot in Iron Man.
Hold on, let me see.
Brooklyn's Finest.
Since we on cop movie shit, Colors.
The original Colors? Colors.
Yeah, with Robert Duvall and Sean Penn.
Damn.
And Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle. That's the nigga who was in Brooklyn's Finest. You got Wesley Snipes in there. I can't think of this the white guy name.
I've seen this, but I haven't seen the movie.
Brooklyn's Fight, bro. Make sure that's one of the next movies you watch.
It look like
watch that shit before Sinners, nigga. Your ass still ain't watched Sinners.
Man, come on, man. Don't do
Brooklyn's Finest is the only corrupt cop movie I'm telling y'all that's competing with Training Day.
CB4. That's a hood movie.
Oh hell yeah.
CB4,
and I like movies
House
like
Party.
I like movies like that, House Party, Friday, because they show the fun side of the hood. It's not all bad. It's not all New Jack City and the tower shit.
Hey, Paper Soldiers. That's a hood movie.
Yeah. They're breaking into houses and shit.
Yeah, Paper Soldiers is a hood movie. Hey, Tales from the Hood. Hood is in the title.
It is, but yeah, it is.
Tales from the Hood. That's a hood movie. That's a hood movie.
Man, we got to get to these questions.
All right, bro,
we can talk about what it is and what ain't.
Man, hey, shit, these are classic.
Yeah, you seen New Jersey Drive? Good movie.
Classic movie.
I'll throw you off of Route 35, something New Jersey Drive.
Shout out to Nick Gomez, who's the director of New Jersey Drive. Nick Gomez.
Oh, Meteor Man?
That could be a hood movie. It could be, but it's not.
And Blank Man, too. If I say Meteor Man, I got to say Blank Man.
What about Blade? No, I'm playing.
Yeah, hell no. I mean, Luke Cage show. Who answered that? Fuck it, let's go. How can you become better as a person? Shit, the gym, nigga.
Diet.
Look at the gym, nigga. How can you become better as a person?
My diet. I would say probably maybe hear people out more.
But mentally, because that's physically as a gym, I would just say read more mind-expanding books.
Get rid of doubt. Because, sometimes I don't think we can ever fully get rid of doubt, but I think we can control, like, listening to doubt.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think training my mind to understand that, look, you a human, you gonna fuck up. But don't linger on that all day. I think that'd be a good thing.
And letting go. I got to learn how to atone for shit. I'm not good at saying sorry. I'm not good at atoning because this is how I atone for shit or apologize. Hey, bro, you remember that shit the other day? I'm sorry. Anyway, what we about to eat? That's it. It's so because women, especially women, they want that dramatic apology, begging, crying, some R&B shit.
That remind me of a parent. Parents do that. Instead of saying sorry, they be like, hey, the food ready.
Yeah, the food, you hungry? Just say you're sorry. You can't read it?
I'm trying to make sense of it. It says right here, if you no longer could liar as a human, what animal?
If you no longer could live, it got to be live.
Yeah, it is. If you no longer could live as a lion, not as a human, what animal would you choose? This shit is fucked up.
Let me see. Because once you said, if you no longer could, I see why, live as a human, what animal would you choose to live as? Chose to live as. It's choose to live as.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to be like no insect, no black widow. I don't want to be nothing where my mate kills me or nothing where after I have my first climax, I die. I don't know if I want to be in the water. Probably.
I don't know. I don't want to be a turtle. I know they live long.
I thought killer whales was cool until I realized, man, them niggas is assholes. Maybe a dolphin.
I really don't know.
The reason why I don't want to be a fish though, because just imagine chilling all day. Next thing you know, a hook come in your mouth and you just get yanked.
Either you getting eaten or you being put in the aquarium.
Just imagine fish ghosts.
You mind if I go with another question? Now,
go ahead.
Do you believe in black love? That's an interesting one. What do y'all think?
I believe in all shades and colors of love.
What this whole thing black love come about?
That's why I want to know what is black love.
What is black love? You know my problem with black love? People got the misconception thinking black love means you got to be dramatic.
They think it's like the movie Brown Sugar or Love Jones or something.
Or Baby Boy.
Black love is struggle. Black love is settled. Black love is settling for
Black love is when you get out of jail and all of a sudden y'all pick up where y'all left off at.
Yeah.
That's not black love.
With extra kids. Where these kids? They yours now, nigga.
Right. Black love is love like that movie Claudine.
Black love is coupons. No, I'm just playing. Oh, this nigga said Claudine. James Earl Jones, rest in peace, bro.
I don't
I
know.
got nothing to add.
I don't know this.
Black love.
Moving
I'm still surprised you sing
City of God.
City of God.
Man, that's one of my favorite movies.
Respect to you, bro.
Man, that's one of my favorite movies. City of God.
And you made it, and you put it at one of your favorites. That's extra
is.
respect to you, bro.
Man, City of God, man. Most people, you know what the problem is when watching movies like that? People don't have the patience to watch subtitles.
Yeah, they don't. They don't. Mine says, "What's most exotic animal you've eaten?" I could have ate a lion before, but I didn't want to do that shit. The dude was like, "Yeah, it's like $100 a pound," and he said, "I bought some. It's on the way to the crib. I'm having a. You can come over for a plate." And I'm like, "I don't want to eat a fucking lion, bro."
What did you go to get that?
No, he said there's a website. He said it's a website you can order. This was years ago. Yeah, I don't know if it's illegal to eat lions.
It sounds like the dark web. That's what it sounded like to me.
Shit, nigga. But no, I had alligator bites every now and then. To me, that's the most exotic. I don't really like to eat. Yeah.
I think the most exotic is probably deer meat. Like, you know,
Oh,
deer
man,
jerky.
my aunt made some deer jerky years ago. That shit was so good.
Yeah, it was actually fire. But I haven't tried octopus. I haven't tried anything outside of
Calamari.
I had calamari probably one time.
No, I had frog legs before. That shit slimy, but yeah.
Calamari just take, especially fried, just take like regular fried food.
Yeah.
But that's it. I don't know.
That's it.
My question is the enemy of your enemy your friend?
Could be. That's close strategy,
I mean,
nigga. 48 laws of power.
Could be, because you know what they say, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
Enemies closer.
So, could be.
On the hip like a toaster.
Oh, no.
Oh, that means it's time to go, y'all. That's the end of the show.
Oh, no.
Oh, bruh. No, I might have to put this question back. I wrote this question a long time ago, and I would like a female to be on the panel for this question. I definitely want a female to be on the panel for that.
Have you ever been involved in a pyramid scheme?
Yeah. Yes. And I didn't want to. Yes.
I would say I have been tricked into a meeting.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know what it was about until they came out. You know, the funny thing about pyramid schemes is they'll hype you up. It's like they'll hype you up, talking about, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, and all of a sudden, here comes the scheme. We need you to sell this and that. In order to make real money, you got to recruit 2 other people in order to make the real money. And they recruit 2 other people. Man, come on.
Once you got to get somebody under you so you can go up, they are explaining to you what it is.
You know what they call it now? They call it multi-level marketing.
Call it what y'all want, man.
It's a pyramid scheme.
I'd rather just give me a regular job. I'm not about to do it. Bro, I remember it's Primerica. Primerica, they sell insurance the way it's pretty much like a pyramid scheme. Hey, yeah, you can buy insurance, but you can also sign up people. And then, like, nigga, what? Are y'all even going to cut me a check if I get this life insurance? Salute to the Primerica.
I can't shit on Primerica. When it comes to that part of Primerica, I don't deal with. But other things, they actually got some good things.
That's a good question. This one says, how do you cope with loss? How do I cope with loss? Shit, I don't know, man. It just be like, I'm not going to say it'd be a regular day as if the person or whatever I lost never mattered. The relationship, the person, the friendship, whatever. Like, you think on it. I say don't spend no more than 48 hours thinking on it or meditating on it, but then you got to get up and keep moving because that's what life do.
That really depends on who it is.
Yeah.
You know, that was close to me. I'm going to eventually get over it, but it's going to take a little time.
Yeah.
Who be writing these questions, bro? They said, if it was confirmed that your child was the devil, what would you do about it? Did you write this?
Hell no. That shit funny, though. Hey, y'all remember that movie? Oh, what's the name of that movie? With Elijah Wood and Macaulay Culkin?
You talking about
Good Son?
Good Son, yeah.
Bruh. Yeah. Yeah, nigga, you up out of here, bruh. I love you, but people can change, as we said earlier. I don't want to drop my son, but my nigga.
Not like that. Now, hell no. He was the Antichrist.
That dude.
Hey, I got another. Hey, I think that came from that movie, The Omen. The one came out back in 2006.
No, Goodfellas was out. I mean, Good Son was out way before The Omen.
No, I'm talking about that question.
Oh, it might have.
Because remember, you ever saw it?
I probably did. I don't recall. Oh, is that the movie with the little girl that had her chained up in the room?
No, that's The Exorcist.
No, it's not The Exorcist. It's another room.
Well, they made so many of them.
It's okay. Go with the Omen.
No, the Omen was. Anybody remember the Omen? It's from the first Omen was back in the day, like in the 70s and the 60s. Basically, what it was about a little boy named Damien. He was a so-called adopted son of an ambassador, but the mother who gave birth to the original baby didn't know the baby died. So during that time period, the priest came to the father because the father knew.
They had Angelina Jolie in it?
No.
Okay.
I'll show it to you right here. Hold on.
Because I know it was a movie with Angelina Jolie. They gave her a boy. She's like, this ain't my son. Where my son?
This is the remake that they made back in 06.
Okay.
And to hype it up, it came out on July 6, 06, 666. See, that's Damien right there.
Okay.
See, that's Damien.
No, the movie I'm talking about, it was like a movie where Child Protective CPS or whatever they call it, Child Services kept coming by. Like, we need your daughter. Your daughter be showing up to school with scars and shit on her. And then when the CPS finally went in the house, they found out the mother had a lock on the daughter door. They was like, you be locking your daughter up in the room, man? And then when they tried to break in and get their daughter, mind you, nighttime came. And I think the daughter turned out to be like a werewolf or some type of demon at night. She turned into a fucking demon. And mind you, they wouldn't let the door be locked. So at nighttime, when that door wasn't locked, the mother, I think, tried to break out, dip out the house. Like, y'all niggas is stupid. You know, they all kind of got. I can't remember what happened. I think at the end.
But basically, in the Omen, Damien is supposed to be the Antichrist. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's the son of the devil.
I'm going to have to watch that again. I know I've seen it. It just ain't sounding right.
But this is going to be a spoiler alert. Come to find out, Damien's real mother wasn't a human. You know what the real mother was?
What?
It was a dog. Because according to scripture or what they say that how the Antichrist is supposed to be born on earth, they say he won't be born from a woman. He's going to be born from a creature because a woman can't handle the birth.
That's interesting.
I know we went to that side. Okay, we're done with that side.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, we went there real quick. Let's
hey, y'all, we over an hour, so we got like one more question each. Then we about to get up out of here. We hope y'all enjoying the show so far.
Mm-hmm. Shout out, salute
for these last.
This is the last one. We're going last question. Last question.
This one stuck to my finger. It must be this one there. What was the most unexpected thing you ever... I ain't doing that shit. This is the last.
I got one for you.
Go ahead.
Final question for me. AD's final question. How nice of a person are you?
On a scale of what? What was the measurement?
Let's go from 1 to 10.
I could be the whole scale. I could go 0 to... it depends on a bunch of shit.
I think a lot of people can be. I just think that it's hard to be a nice person nowadays because being nice make it seem like you're a pushover.
Yeah, that I definitely... This nigga soft.
Yeah.
He's smiling. Damn, I can't smile, bruh.
It's like you're letting your guard down. So, I mean, I can agree. I can be top tier level 10, but you gotta watch out who you're being nice to.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna throw that question out. I say, what's your biggest secret?
Yeah.
No, it's a secret, motherfucker.
Why would we tell you that? Damn, you took a drink for this question.
That shit dumb, bro. That's like, what's your deathbed confession? Nigga, I'm not there yet.
Oh, I got one for you.
Go ahead.
They talking about, did you ever commit a crime? And if you did,
what was the crime?
You think we a new type of stupid.
Let's see. After...
It better be good.
Nah, because we kind of talked about heaven and hell earlier, so shit. Work with me, y'all. Work with me, y'all.
The big payback.
Wait for me.
Again, if you're just joining us on either platform, go check out the full episode, the Takeoff Podcast on YouTube.
Damn.
Remember, the Takeoff Podcast on YouTube. Exactly how it sounds.
This one says, is Good Burger a classic movie? I guess TikTok user at PleasureP527 Billy Ocean asked that question. Is Good Burger a classic movie?
I say yes.
I still remember. I'll say this about Good Burger.
The first one.
I ain't know it was more than one.
Yeah, they just made it 2, not 2.
I remember it was like Nickelodeon's first movie, and it came in an orange VHS cassette. Mm-hmm. I remember that specifically. I can't think. I don't remember.
That was the first movie.
That's what I remember because it was orange. I think that was
all they taste was orange.
That was, I want to say, their first movie. If I could be wrong, but I just remember it came in an orange VHS.
Actually, Harriet the Spy is the first movie.
Harriet the Spy? Mm-hmm. I don't remember that.
I remember that one.
Was it animated or live action?
No, she played in it.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
But
I remember this movie because Rosie O'Donnell was in that movie.
she might have been shit.
Yeah, right.
I'm probably gonna watch it.
Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell was in that movie.
I remember Matilda more than most of them. I don't know why Matilda stands out. Like, what the fuck was it about Matilda that you remember that shit?
Like that movie.
The fat boy eating the chocolate.
I'll still watch it.
But Good Burger.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
What's his name? Kyle or Kenan and Kel?
Kel.
You know what? You was fucking annoying, dog. Even though all that, Kel Mitchell.
You think Kel was annoying?
Welcome to Good Burger. I didn't like that raspberry. I didn't like that shit, bro. The whole, bro.
You the first person I ever heard say that.
I did not like that shit. Orange soda, all that. Man, come on, bro. I did not like that. But
You the first person. Probably now you didn't like it, but
no, back then I didn't like it, bro. I used to change the channel. All that on, click.
Damn, you didn't like it?
So many, bro. I'm like, I was not, but honestly, I was never really a Nickelodeon person. Y'all didn't really have a lot of shows I rocked with. I think y'all had Are You Afraid of the Dark? That was about it.
Nickelodeon was that deal back in the day.
Man, niggas Cartoon Network over here, bro.
Man, you had Doug. No, Cartoon Network was fire, but you had Doug, you had Rugrats, you had Rocco, you had Rocket Power. Come on.
The Rocket Power, yeah, Rocket Power. Doug was, it was because nothing else was really on. What was Ren and Stimpy on? Was that MTV or what was
No, that was Nickelodeon.
Ren and Stimpy was a nasty show, bro. When you really think back about it, some of them still images they show, you be like, that was hella graphic, though.
I give you another TV show a lot of people slept on.
What?
You had Fox Kids. They had a lot of good, like Eat the Cat.
I remember Eat the Cat.
Yeah. And you had ABC Family, too, because they had, I don't know if you remember this old cartoon called Camp Candy with John Candy.
It sounds familiar. I can't.
Yeah, they had something called Camp Candy. Life with Louie.
I remember Life with Louie. I mean, Cartoon Network over here, though. That's all I'm going to say.
I love Cartoon Network, but I was always a Nickelodeon head back in the day. I always wanted to go to Nickelodeon Studios. I had a chance to one time.
Pull the slime out the nose.
Yeah. You know, Nickelodeon Studios down in Orlando, Florida. I always wanted to go. I was down there. By the time I got down there, the studio closed. Damn.
You would have sat in the back anyway. You didn't have the blacks in the front.
As long as I was
trying
there.
to get views.
As long as I was there, I didn't give a damn.
What's that other show where it's like gladiators and they have to compete?
Global Guts.
Yeah. And they have to climb with that little mountain at the end. I fucked with that.
What about Legends of the Hidden Temple? They had that big ass temple talking.
I fucked with that too. I fucked with them shows.
You had that. Oh, Wild and Crazy Kids.
It sound familiar. I can't recall it.
Bro, Omar Gooding was one of the hosts.
Sound familiar.
I'm gonna look it up.
Sound familiar.
Wild and
salute to Omar Gooding. I didn't know you was talking to an old girl that was in
here you go right here.
In the movie.
Look at Omar Gooding like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
Hey, he look like that boy off that Burger King Kids cartoon.
The hamburger?
No, it was a Burger King Kids. They had the drawing.
Bro, your memory is like an elephant, nigga. I don't know none of this stuff you talking about.
Man, I don't know why I remember this stuff.
You remember the most obscure stuff. She had orange socks.
Bro, it's funny. I don't know why I know. Look, right here.
This picture looks familiar.
Bro, that look like Vince LaSalle off Recess.
Yeah, Recess. Yeah, I give you that.
That's Vince LaSalle. Yeah, but that's Burger King. The Burger King Kids Club, if y'all remember. I don't know why I remember this stuff like it was yesterday. I just remember.
Oh, shit, they even got Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, he's stupid.
That's a joke.
Look, they got Chucky. That's Chucky from the Rugrats.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, y'all, this been our episode.
Yeah.
About to get some eats.
Thank you all for watching.
Bought some food yesterday and pretty much threw it all away.
Damn shame.
I got to stop doing that.
But hey, if y'all want to watch the show again, the Takeoff Podcast on YouTube is where you find it.
Yep. And you can find me in these streets. And if you see me, keep walking. I'm not social.
Also, check out my channel, Adrian AKAD on YouTube. I'm over here with a pile of paper, like it's third period. But yeah, check me out on YouTube.
He never did his homework. People cheated off him and failed, and then he got beat up.
Hey, that's their
I
fault.
thought you were smart.
That's their fault. That's their fault. I don't know why they thought that. But all right, then, we out of here?
Yeah, we out of here. Yeah.
Peace.
Peace, y'all. Peace.